What is up, guys? Welcome, Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this, guys. So we're not going to be on for too long, so I am going to be kind of going through kind of quickly. Nothing too much to go through, but also something, we have some big stuff going on. I know you guys have probably already heard about a lot of the stuff we're going to go over, so let's just fly through this. Flips in the house. Tuan, Carlos, what's going on, guys? Welcome. So let's get right into this. So right now, Bitcoin is sitting right under that $100,000 mark. Absolutely looking great. We have found some support on some solid areas. On this chart right here, particularly at that 97.2, we have found some support. We did drop today. If you guys saw, we had the markets open up, and basically we had the retail sales drop this morning. This was some small macro news that dropped earlier, and it's really the retail sales month over month dropped this morning, and a little bit after that, we saw the markets kind of, I don't know if you want to say reacted negatively, but we did see Bitcoin drop down to around 97.2 on this chart. Retail sales month over month, basically how much goods retailers are selling, I believe. And basically it came in less than they expected, which should be a good thing in regards to what the feds are looking for. It's not the best for the economy because it doesn't make an economy look strong. Obviously, retail, they want to sell as much goods as possible, right? So it just means that the economy's tightening up as far as how much they're spending on goods and and other stuff like that. So I think on the back end probably was good for the feds, right? Economy wise, not the best, but you guys can see the markets, they're kind of just flatlined today. You can even look at the S&P and NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, they're down 0.2%, right? They've regained a lot what they lost like last week, but they've kind of just sat flatline for today, and that's pretty much the same thing for Bitcoin. We're down a little bit under 1% today, like I said, hovering right under that $100,000 mark. So, not a bad day, but nothing crazy, right? I guess today, technically, earlier we saw XRP, and we're gonna pull up XRP's chart, was running, crazy, making new highs for today. Right now, we're seeing Bitcoin dominance starting to. Looks like it wants to head back up, slightly. Right now we're at around that 57.6. We did break below the 57.3 area, which is a big spot for some support. We did break below that recently, and you can see as we were kind of coming up, it was hitting its head. Looked like it was going to just start coming back down and continue that downward move. But since then, it has started to move up, and this is why you're seeing Bitcoin right now. We'll pull up the other chart. Bitcoin hovering under that $100,000 mark, right under a big spot for some support, around that 99,007. It is under that support level, but holding strong. What I'm noticing though is right now alts are starting to have a little bit of a retracement. XRP today, you can see ran up. I'm about to fix my fib. Was around 340, and you can see a small little retracement back down to around 320. Right, and same thing for Solana, which is running, and we're going to talk about why Solana and XRP are running particularly today. But same thing for Solana, you can kind of see identical charts where we did run up today, local high at around 217, and we are back down to around 209, right? So nothing crazy, but we're seeing somewhat of a small retracement in alts particularly, and you can see it's directly correlated with the Bitcoin dominance. So, but today, guys, I'm not going to say it's a boring day. I'm going to just say that it's just one of those days where I'll take it, right? We really didn't see any movement towards the upside, but we definitely didn't see really any movement towards the downside. We're kind of just flatlined right now, and I'm thinking we're most likely going to be like that potentially as we move to these next few days. I do still think that we're going to probably have better days than worse days in this next like 3 to 4 days as we get closer to the inauguration. So, Old, what's going on? Ricky's in the house. Lazy, what's going on, brother? Said slap that like. Make sure you guys hit that like. Like I said, we're not going to be in here for too long. I promise I'm not going to take too much of your time tonight. So really not too much going on. Not much going on today. Fear and greed index. Look at that, guys. We're right back into that greed as we expected, right? So things are starting to look better. A lot more confidence coming into the market. Market cap technically is slightly down today, about 0.3%, but it's really just stagnant, kind of like how the market is, right? We're right around that 3.5 trillion mark, a solid level. I think right now that's where we're going to kind of sit, like I said, until we see our next really big move, whether it be towards the up or towards the down. But looking up here, look at this Bitcoin's down slightly, Ethereum's down 4%, BNB's down about 0.5%, and Solana and XRP are technically up for the day. Why are these two projects pumping? Well, I'm sure you guys all already know, right? So Solana and XRP jump as Trump reportedly mulls America First strategic crypto reserve, but experts suggest otherwise. So pretty much what we're seeing here is I did not read this article whatsoever. Solana and XRP surged Thursday after the report suggests Trump might back a strategic reserve of America's first cryptocurrency. The initiative is this is what I quote, the initiative is a bad idea and the government shouldn't make venture capital style investments in altcoins. Oh, be quiet. I'm sure he's probably a Bitcoin maxi, right? So a strategic reserve has been a large part of crypto decision ahead of Donald Trump's inauguration, but does this incoming 47th president have other tokens on his mind? Solana, XRP, HBAR are among the altcoins performing on Thursday, in part thanks to the New York Post report that Trump was receptive to an idea of creating an American First strategic reserve token, including SOL, XRP, and Circle's USDC stablecoin. SOL jumped over 8%. And while XRP continued its weak advance to hit $3.35, just shy of 2018's record high, HBAR, the native token of Hedera Hashgraph network, founded by Texas-based firm, which mentioned in the story, but rallied more than 10% to its strongest price since nearly December. Let's see here. So anticipation among crypto investors is building for Trump's inauguration next week and the potential announcement of the first day executive orders focused on the digital asset industry. Trump promised during the campaign. We already know all this stuff, but the point of what I'm getting to, you guys, is this was mentioned with Trump, Solana and XRP. This is big because it's not just Bitcoin, right? You're gonna have some of these Bitcoin maxis that are gonna, I'm sure some of these people that are narrating this article are gonna have something bad to say, right? Because they want, it's just Bitcoin. They don't like anything else but Bitcoin, right? But the fact is that Trump is, he's focused on not just Bitcoin but the whole crypto space, right? And I think that's what these maxis really need to understand, is that it's not going to be just Bitcoin. We love Bitcoin. Bitcoin's always going to be the holy grail, right? Or at least for a while. But you can't sit here and just bash, if Solana, especially XRP, there's a lot of talk for ETFs potentially coming for like XRP, right? These are big things, guys. These are big things that could potentially happen. And I think Trump is going to pave the way for a lot of this stuff. So particularly Solana and XRP have a lot to be happy on and rally on, because, you see a lot of chatter right now with Trump initially or possibly thinking about, having some kind of strategic reserve for them as well, not just for Bitcoin. I think that's awesome, guys. I think that's great. And the reason why this is not just big for, let's just talk about Solana particularly. Imagine Solana gets an ETF and Solana has some kind of strategic reserve open, eventually through this administration. Do you understand what that can do to the ecosystem? Solana's ecosystem is probably one of the biggest already, right? Imagine what it's going to do to this ecosystem and how much exposure and how much people are going to be investing in not just Solana, but everything that Solana brings to the table as far as DeFi and everything else. You're talking about a lot of money, potentially trillions of dollars that could be flowing in the longevity of Solana. And then the same thing with XRP, right? XRP, this could be awesome. We talked about an article the other day, I think it was yesterday, about Trump getting rid of that one bill, the SAP, I believe I don't remember what the numbers are, but the bill that basically withholds banks from being able to hold them on their spreadsheets, right? Cryptocurrencies. If he gets rid of that, imagine XRP is going to thrive through the banking system. That's what it was made for, right? So these are things right here, guys, that just, they maybe might sound not as big right now, but if they were to go into fruition, this could be something that could absolutely blow these particular altcoins up. And you better believe that these maxis, the old school maxis, the people that just don't want to, they see all the gains everywhere else, but they're like, nope, Bitcoin till I die, right? Those people are going to be the ones that are going to voice very loudly that they think this is a bad idea, right? But you're going to have everybody else, 99% of the crypto space, they're gonna say, hell yeah, this is awesome, right? And I'm one of them. I'm one of them. So I think this is very big. This is very big for not only for Solana or XRP, but for the whole freaking crypto space. It just shows that if you can build a thriving ecosystem, right, that can manage and hold a lot of transactions like Solana and XRP, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. So, and that's what I think the banking system, and not really the banking system, but the financial system really needs in the world, right? You know, I saw this the other day. You know what deals with the most transactions worldwide, like per second? Visa. Visa is the number one like carrier that basically handles the most transactions. And you know, they not saying that they have a monopoly over it, but it's like, you know, if something else was to come to compete with that, you know, that could put Visa on its heels in regards to you know, just some kind of a competitor out there. And I think that XRP could be that competitor. So looking back at this chart for Bitcoin, we were looking at the other chart right now. We are at 99.7, so still in play, right? We have this this trend line that we definitely need to break for Bitcoin, right? You can see since we made that 108, this last run up like about a week and a half ago, 103. I think it was close to 103, 102.8. And then you can see this recent run, we have not been able to really break above and stay above this trend line. So until we can break above that, that's what we're waiting for. I think that's when we're going to see that immediate breakout that's going to follow behind. So hopefully we can see that in the next days. I swear, guys, it's just like whenever I look at this chart, all I see is this big ass W pattern, right? You don't tell me you don't see this big ass W pattern right there, right? W for the win. I know this W looks terrible. Gotta do a better one, right? You guys can see it just looks, even though it's not the best looking W, right? You can see it just looks like it wants to set up something like that, right? I know we have some little moves, you know, it's not the perfect, you know, double bottom. I guess you can maybe even say it's like a triple bottom or something, but W pattern looks like it's ready to win, in my opinion. So hopefully everything works out, guys. Raw, what's going on, bro? Welcome back, bro. Ricky said Litecoin started of the show today. What's going on with Litecoin? I saw something about ETF for Litecoin too. I was like, really, Litecoin? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, you said Litecoin's a star. Let me see here. Is this thing running? Well, let's pull up the bubbles. Let's pull up the bubbles. Yeah, Litecoin's up about 13%. HBAR is up, bro. HBAR is the star, dude. It's up freaking 16%, bro. I think HBAR's got it. Nah, I'm sure there's been a retracement in both projects. I saw the chatter for a possible ETF. I mean, Litecoin's not doing bad at all. Definitely a nice run from this drop right here. What is that? 40%, technically 33% now in the last few days. So definitely looks good. Definitely looks good. Keep an eye out on this AI16Z. I am watching that like a hawk, because I would like to get my hands on that. It's dropped down like crazy. Still going to wait, patiently waiting for this anywhere around this bounce at around 92 or below for the A116Z. But for the most part, today's kind of a mixed breed, right? We have some of these projects, HBAR, XRP, XDC, Link, Chainlink's up right now, Litecoin, what is this, EOS, we have VeChain, Flare coming out from the dead, Algorand not doing bad right now. So, I mean, you have projects that aren't doing bad, and we do see some red across the board as well on some of these projects, particularly looking, Shiba's down, Pepe's down, right? I'm sure you can probably see a lot of the meme coins are down today. They're not down like they've crashed. They're just down, you know, from some of the gains that we saw from yesterday. Fartcoin is still up today, 2%, guys. Freaking Fartcoin will not die. It's like when you eat that Taco Bell and you have those lingerers, you know what I'm talking about? Ricky, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where those lingerers where it's just like you come back to the room 10 minutes later and you're just like, holy crap, it's just still there. Yeah, that's Fartcoin. It's not going away, bro. Some people are like, "Ew, brother, ew." Oh yeah. Lazy, what's going on, bro? He said, I don't know if you are into stocks, but Jay was saying GTA was linked to one, and they are expecting it to run with all the GTA 6 stuff. It's probably whoever owns Rockstar, right? So it's whatever company owns Rockstar. You can probably look it up. Whatever publicly traded company owns Rockstar. So Art said that Litecoin is a fork of Bitcoin. Exactly. I understand. It's just like Litecoin, since whenever it forked, right, and it became Litecoin. Because whenever you do anything different to Bitcoin, right, like how it's written, it's basically you're forking it, right, and it becomes something else. It's not Bitcoin anymore. That's why, like, Bitcoin Cash. You have what's the other? There's another Bitcoin that was like basically the same thing, but there's like all these different. Litecoin is one of them where it's just forked right off of Bitcoin. But it's an OG project, and I'm not saying I don't, it's just been around for a while. It's just like one of those projects that, is just around. I'm not real big on it whatsoever. But if it does good, hell yeah. Jake, what's going on? Jake said, are meme coins in a decent spot to DCA or no? I mean, honestly, I would say not financial advice, but yeah, I would say probably, right? I mean, think about it. Some of these meme coins, even though they've come up from the bottom, they're still down like crazy, right? When you look at some of these meme coins, I mean, like MYRO particularly, right? When you look at this project, yeah, it has bounced from the bottom, but not much, right? So it's still in a beautiful buy zone, right? Pepe, even though Pepe's a little bit stronger, you can see it has bounced, but I mean, it's still down from these highs. And Bunk, kind of the same thing, right? It has bounced, but not much, and it's down considerably from these highs that it's seen. And I'm sure we can go down the list. Same thing with ladies, right? Nice little bounce, but when you zoom out and you look at the project, it's down still considerably from where it was. So meme coins, in my opinion, yeah, are if you're looking or you felt like you missed out in the last week, I would say maybe slowly dollar cost averaging in. Just my opinion wouldn't be a bad idea. So, do you like that, right? Ricky didn't even respond. Litecoin has a history of underperforming to Bitcoin, so when it outperforms, it is breaking the trend. Hell yeah. I hear you. And you know what, bro? Something like Litecoin breaking out wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me right now. Going across the news, because we're not really going to get into it much, but just going through the news. Coinbase rolls out Bitcoin-backed loans via DeFi protocol. Whew, that sounds like they're trying to get people caught up. Coinbase rolls out Bitcoin-backed loans. So basically, I'm sure you probably need to put up some kind of collateral, I would imagine, and most likely it's probably like you have to put up your Bitcoin. I don't know, but it sounds like something you probably should not be doing, in my opinion. Let's see here. Chainalysis partners with Sui Foundation to strengthen its ecosystem security. Senator Loomis warns FDIC staff against destroying the OCP 2.0 documents. They're trying to burn everything before they get fired. Crypto.com donates $1 million to support LA wildfire relief efforts. So if you're wondering where all your money goes whenever they hit you with that 70% selling fee, there you go. Right now, we all just donated to the LA fires, which, that's a terrible, terrible situation over there, 100%. But, Crypto.com could have sent more. I mean, they've probably taken that much just for me this year. I'm just kidding. It feels like it, though, right? Tether launches its USDT Zero stablecoin on Kraken's L2 Inc. All right. And this one I thought was kind of cool. Why does CryptoX count days until the Silk Road founder Ross, I forgot how to pronounce this, is it Erblink, is released from jail. So this is a big thing. This was the guy that basically ran Silk Road. I found out Silk Road wasn't just for crypto. It was like the dark web where you could basically, get your hands on a lot of illegal stuff and a lot of basically all illegal activity. And it was like basically all decoded so no one could find out who was doing what, right? Well, they ended up just taking out the founder, which was this guy Ross. But it seems like because of the whole Bitcoin and everything like that got seized off of that, whenever the feds took that down, a lot of crypto activists, you can call them, are calling for this guy to get released from jail, right? So who knows? That's something that a lot of people have been actually calling for Trump to, one of the people that he should pardon. I personally, I don't know. I don't know too much about the whole story. I never knew anything about that platform when it was around. And when I saw a little documentary last night about it, I thought it was all just like one of the first trading platforms for Bitcoin. No, bro. That was like some bad stuff was going on there. And it was all traded through Bitcoin too. That was the crazy thing, so yeah, if you guys ever have time, look up, there's a couple documentaries on all that stuff. It opened up my eyes. Not really like that he should be, completely his life, he should be in jail for the rest of life, but just the things that were going on, right? And now I understand why, at the beginning stages, people would think that, Bitcoin's all about, it's just illegal activities, right? Because something like that was one of the only platforms at a time that you could trade or buy Bitcoin, and it was 99% illegal activities going on, on there on top of that. So Crypto Ricky said, parcel, bro, leverage real estate. Listen, I told you I love the project, right? This is the project that Ricky's talking about. I told you I like the concept, but I remember me and you were talking about this. You can't, let me pull it up here. Nope, not this one. I guess it's in the app. You can't freaking, so this is a project on Solana, and you can basically leverage trade the housing market in different areas, right? So you have all these different cities, and you can basically long or short how these areas are doing, right? But the one thing is what's crazy is that you can't freaking hold on here. Yeah, do you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see that. It says you're restricted in this jurisdiction. So and you can't do this in the States. So can't freaking unless I'm sure if you use like a VPN, right? I'm sure you can do that, but definitely not gonna be doing that on screen. DJ saying, what's going on, DJ? Said, still bullish on ICP. I'll always be bullish on ICP, bro. Unfortunately, I do not own a bag of ICP anymore. But if he's referring, because you guys, I'm sure he's probably referring to my earlier YouTube days, which was probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was straight, I always tell you guys the story, right? I was always like, ICP, I always keep this little buy box down here. Because this is when not the first time, but this was when I was accumulating the most ICP I've ever had. It was down when it was basically sub $3, right? And you guys can see how this played out very, very well. So I'll always be bullish on ICP. Definitely the fundamentals for ICP are there 100%. So if this does drop down, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but if this did drop down to a certain level, bro, I would definitely accumulate. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of a breakout here soon for ICP, potentially. Nice little wedge. I wouldn't be surprised. This thing's probably going to, stay real tight. That's what he said, right? And then boom, probably shoot off. Art. Yeah. I ain't. Art said spell ICUP. Yeah, Ricky, I know VPN. I know, bro. I don't even know if I can be like shilling that on on here, bro. I don't even know if I can be shilling that, bro. But yeah, so the big headlines today, guys. XRP obviously still ripping, still killing it. I'm actually waiting to see what's going on. If XRP drops down to some certain levels, even like maybe that $3 level, I'm going to be opening up a nice long on XRP for sure. I opened one up earlier and it did really well as we broke into these local highs. I did close it. I am looking to open up another position. And then obviously Solana, same thing. We talked about this a little while ago. You know, we have an article, Trump mentioning both projects in regards to a possible strategic reserve for these. And then there's a lot of chatter going right now in regards to potential ETFs for XRP and Solana, right? If you guys had to bet, if it was one or the other, which one would you think would get the first ETF? Solana or XRP? Let me open up a, let me drop that in a poll real quick. Don't give me the answer. Hold on. Art, come on, bro. I'll give you my answer. I'll give you my answer after we have, like, you know, most of the people vote. But definitely both projects, you know, looking great today. Solana hanging above 200, so definitely looking good for sure. DeFi, let me see here. Nothing's really running on my DeFi list as of now. I'm sure DeFi is going crazy elsewhere, but Robert, what's going on, bro? Oh, shit. Art, I should have put fart coin on there, too. Can I edit it? I can't. We have 9 votes. Come on, people. Vote. Vote. Get out there and vote. Who do you think is going to get... Who's going to see the... who's going to see ETF first? Solana or XRP? Art said, isn't Parso on Coinbase? I don't think they are, bro. They might be. No, I don't think so. DJ said, Harvest Farm, my favorite DeFi project, very undervalued, easy 10x. I mean, it is such a small market cap. I don't understand. Like, it will, like, when DeFi starts running, this project always runs, but it's usually short-lived, and then it kind of retraces back, right? So the market cap's low, but also another thing that's low is the circulating supply, only 672,000 in circulation. So, I mean, the project has so much potential to run, but like I said, I always remember this thing will pop, and then it'll drop. Like, pop, and then drop, right? You know, so... And that's usually what you're going to see is those dramatic moves whenever you have a project that particularly has very small market cap. So, but it's crazy. Small market cap, but this thing's traded on every freaking major exchange, right? So, definitely a lot of potential for sure. Bitcoin back above 100K. We're definitely hugging that 100K around. Ricky said, I don't know if you realize this, but one of Trump's executive orders will make elves possible for just about any crypto. What are you talking about, elves, bro? December's over. Christmas is done with, bro. I'm just trolling you, bro. TJ said I sold all my XRP at $1.91. Buying when it broke out at 54 cents. You know what? Listen, you can't get mad at TJ, right? One, it's his money. But two, he secured the bag, right? I'm sure you'll probably get another opportunity to buy back in a little bit below 191, possibly, right? There's always opportunity, even if it's a quick little blimp where we drop down. I mean, what, you sold at 191? Oh, crap. I'm thinking 291. Damn, bruh. Why'd you sell so cheap? You should have told me. I would have bought it all from you. 191. Now I'm right there with you, bro. With Robert. Robert said, TJ, why? DJ said, where do you see Ethereum going in the next 6 months? Honestly, bro, Ethereum, if the market stays strong and Bitcoin really does what we're thinking it's going to do, I don't know about 6 months, but whenever Bitcoin has like a massive run, I think Ethereum's just been setting up to freaking go crazy. Now, how high is it going to get? I mean, your guess is as good as mine, but I would probably say I will say with confidence that this 4,100 area, this season, we cannot freaking break above, right? We cannot break above that 4,100 area. So we definitely need to get above that. This trend is still in play too, right? You can see from these all-time highs during this season as well. This is literally where we kept hitting our head as it comes down slightly, right? So, I mean, we have some big areas to potentially break with Solana, with Ethereum that we're not even talking about all-time highs yet. But I think once we find, and I've been saying this for the last year, once we break above 41 and we stay above 41 as some support, Ethereum probably will easily break above all-time highs, and then we'll be talking about $5,000+ Ethereum. But, you know, things have changed, bro. I will tell you, right? You have, with just XRP alone, running up so high and the market cap getting so high, that you have to believe that, some of the money that would potentially be flowing into Ethereum is flowing into other projects, right? So I'm not saying that Ethereum's not going to perform well, but this is why so far, I think in my opinion, why we haven't seen Ethereum perform, on par with how Bitcoin has, right? We'll pull the two projects up real quick and we can compare the charts. If you look at in the last year, the red being Bitcoin, the blue being Ethereum, you can see that Bitcoin's outperformed Ethereum by tenfold, right? It's blew it out of the water. Normally it doesn't do this, right? Normally it doesn't do this. Even in what was this? Look at the last bull run, guys. Look at Bitcoin and look at Ethereum. Ethereum is in the blue, right? Look at the last bull run. Ethereum outperformed the hell out of Bitcoin, right? And it still technically says it has because, if you look at as a full spectrum, Ethereum as a whole has technically outperformed Bitcoin. But if you really look in the last year, look at that. Bitcoin's outperformed Ethereum, like I said, by a lot in the last year, right? In this last run that we've seen so far. So, and I have to probably contribute that to, like Solana, and now you have XRP on its heels. So XRP is the third largest cryptocurrency now per market cap, and it's not far from where Ethereum's market cap is. You have the market cap of Ethereum right now at 397, and we have XRP market cap at 185. So literally, basically 45 to 50% of Ethereum right now. You go back 6 months ago, it was 25, 30%. It's already gained 20% on that market cap compared to Ethereum, right? So it just makes me think that, some of the money that normally, like if we looked at back in 2021 and that run, that money was flowing into Ethereum because it really didn't have much competitors. Now, there's a lot of competitors in the space. There's going to be a lot more money flowing in, and there has been, right? The market cap's already exceeded what we've seen in 2021, but like I keep saying, with all the competitors, it's going to be rough for Ethereum. So I think in the next, probably 6 months, I do believe that, we're going to probably top out at some point within 6 months for the whole market. So we'll probably see Ethereum, break all-time highs, particularly by then. If it doesn't, then I don't know what to say about Ethereum, bro. Ricky said elves aren't even a real word. Oh my god. Don't blame it on spell check, bro. We know what you meant, bro. So we have about 20 votes. Right now, it looks like most of the chat is in an agreement, right? Who sees an ETF first? XRP with 72%, Solana with 28%. I agree with the 72%. I love Solana. You guys know I love Solana, but I do think that XRP is probably going to XRP is probably going to be potentially the first, altcoin that's going to see a after Ethereum already has one, but I'm saying like the next one on the list is probably going to be XRP, in my opinion. So, but who knows? Maybe they'll do a crazy move where, XRP and Solana, something like that, where they both get dropped around the same time. Now everybody's trolling Ricky. GJ, no worries, brother. DJ said I've been buying a lot of. Is that Payway? I believe it's Payway properly pronounced. So I have a restaurant near me called Payway. I think it's called Payway. And it's Payway. I don't know why I circled this right here, but I did. I'm going to remove it. So I mean, not financial advice, but DCAing right now, looking at the project if you're long term on this. I mean, the numbers don't look bad. 31.8 million market cap, liquidity at 2 million. It's been out for a little over 7 months, trading on Ethereum. Numbers look good. You can see a couple things with the chart. One is it broke below the 786. So probably not a bad time if you are long term, not financial advice, just to be accumulating, right? You can see obviously the trend is your friend, my friend. And it is making lower highs potentially as it's moving. So hopefully this thing's maybe just setting up for some kind of a big consolidation and maybe a big move ahead of it. Volume at 600,000. So I mean the numbers all check out as far as the project. So all I can say for now is that it's below that 786. It actually, you can see it's actually the 786 is resistance as of now. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys maybe stay around this area or potentially come down to a little bit lower levels. So I would just slowly DCA, as you might have a little bit more potential to buy at cheaper prices. Not financial advice. Payway. Okay, there we go. Payway. Flip, why does the ETF news produce bearish results, but Bitcoin and Ethereum went down? Why does ETF news produce bearish results? Both Bitcoin and Ethereum went down after ETFs. Who knows? Ethereum's ETF never really performed like I think a lot of us were anticipating, but Bitcoin's ETF, it eventually performed like we anticipated, right? At the beginning, remember all the hell we went through? We threw a party on the channel, bro, of when the ETFs dropped. And then like a week later, the whole market took a shit. And we were like, what is going on right now? Right? And it was just because it was just Grayscale. Remember, we would go over it every day. Grayscale was just selling by the billions of dollars because they needed liquidity to fund their ETFs. So they were selling actual Bitcoin to fund their ETFs, or their ETF for Bitcoin. you know, and it was just a crazy, crazy startup, but eventually, you know, it played out where you just saw the massive inflows just continuing and continuing to come in for Bitcoin. So, Gina, what's going on, girl? Did you, Gina, did you have a good birthday? Hope you enjoyed your birthday. Now, I could have sworn we had a freaking chart. Guess not. We did. I think it reset everything on here. Gina, what's going on with Win? I saw your frustration in the Discord earlier. I want to compare. So Win's market cap's at 58 million, right? Will it compare? It will. So one thing I want to show you, Gina. Look at I compared the charts for Win and MYRO, right? Two projects that are very similar as far as market cap. They're both trading on Solana, right? They're both on decent size central exchanges, right? So I feel like they're pretty comparable. And look at the charts, Gina. Look at the charts. If anything, Win is actually, I think, outperforming slightly MYRO right now. You know, and the reason why I bring this up is because I saw you were kind of like, what the hell is going on? A lot of your projects that you were in haven't really bounced or done anything recently. And I think it's been like that for a lot of us. Right now, what we're seeing is a lot of fundamental projects, a lot of projects, you know, that have utility, particularly Solana and XRP and HBAR are really still in the limelight right now. And that's where you're seeing a lot of the money flowing into, right? But we talk about this, and I brought this up earlier. Right now, meme coins are down right now, and if they were up yesterday slightly just from a slight rebound, but they really haven't rebounded much. That's why when I think Jake was asking earlier, is right now a good time to just be, you know, DCAing on meme coins particularly. I was like, you know, obviously not financial advice, but it's not a bad time right now because meme coins really since, you know, 2 weeks ago when we saw those big 30-40% drops on these meme coins, they really haven't rebounded much, right? So maybe you're not going to catch the bottom if you're buying right now, but you're maybe buying in 5% higher than the local bottom. Right now, they really haven't moved much. So I bring this up because, you know, when it's moving the way it's supposed to right now. Right now, you're not really seeing much. You're not really seeing much movement in the market in regards to meme coins. But look how these projects literally run parallel with each other. I mean, that's literally spot on right there. Win and MYRO. So, and I believe in MYRO. So, Win will probably be a win for you. So, you can see, like I was saying, the bottom on Win so far has been around the bottom of this fib at around this, 67 area. It's technically rebounded about 20%, which is not bad from the bottom right there. So, I mean, really, you know, if someone was stumbling across this project and wanted to buy in, it'd be a beautiful time, in my opinion, right? Because you're buying in at a very low price with a $50 million market cap right now. So, yeah, I mean, it'll pay off, Gina. It will. Not financial advice, but it will. I mean, we're all here doing the same thing, right? Ricky said he bets his next birthday will be hella lot better than the last one. I hope. That's obviously if you secure that bag though, right? I want to hear about it in a year that you're still holding on to half your projects. Then I'm going to be looking at you like, bro, are you serious right now? Are you flipping serious right now? There was a project that I did buy in on earlier today. Oh, I picked up this project right here, Fomo. It's down like crazy, but I was just looking at the project. It looks really good. This is an AI project. It is Solana first AI agent launchpad. If you guys ever have time, check out their website. It's pretty freaking dope. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I haven't really figured out exactly what it does, but it looks like it has a lot of utility, and you can use AI. You can use AI agents on here. So it looks like it helps like start projects and stuff like that. So market cap's at like $30 million. I jumped in on it. I'll let you guys know how it works out, but looks decent. All right, let me close this poll real quick. You can see XRP definitely won with 74% against Solana's 26%. So closing the poll down. And I was part of that 76%. I think XRP is going to probably get the first ETF compared to those two. Well, guys, listen, that's pretty much it tonight. Not much else going on, right? Today was kind of one of those just stagnant days like the market. But before you leave, a couple things. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Pay attention. We only have basically 3 days until the inauguration, right? We have tomorrow's Friday, and then we go through the weekend, right? I think this weekend is really going to paint the picture on how this week, really the Monday, Tuesday with the inauguration, how it's going to play out. So we'll definitely be here. We're going to have our members stream on this weekend. I don't know. It might be Saturday or Sunday. Probably Sunday, so we can kind of map out what's going on with the markets. So if you are interested, make sure you hit that join button. It's under $5 to join, so hit it up. We do members only stream every week, every single week, and we go over a bunch of stuff: leverage trading, the charts, how I do fib retracements, how I find support, resistance levels, all that good stuff. We talk about projects, a lot of stuff, a little bit more in depth than what we do on our normal stream. So definitely check that out, guys. But with that, like I said, Bitcoin kind of hovering below that $100,000 mark. I think we're going to kind of sit there. We might see little frequent dips here and there, and we might see little blimps here and there, but I think the market is kind of just waiting to see how everything is as we get closer towards the inauguration. So, but a lot of bullishness out there. I think we have a lot of stuff coming up ahead of us. I think the day of inauguration, if things play out like we've been seeing these articles with these executive orders, particularly going towards crypto, I think we might see some. I think this week coming up might be freaking crazy, either good or bad. It's going to be freaking crazy. So definitely, we'll see how it plays out. But with that, guys, I thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, slap the like, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. Just everything across the screen, just hit it. All right? All right, guys. Have a safe night. We'll be back here tomorrow. Members, I will definitely see you guys this week, and we'll have a great stream, all right? All right, guys. Be safe out there. I'll see you guys later, all right? See ya.